Harry Hill has been given a mission by the world's top governments to collect the funniest stuff he can find to prove, in the event of an alien invasion, that humans are quite good fun to hang out with. The mission codename, Alien Fun Capsule. Alien Fun Capsule. Yes, I'm collecting all the funniest stuff I can find to put it into a capsule to prevent the aliens from invading. And the only person who actually believes that is the controller of ITV and his carer. Hi, Kev, if you're watching. You get the Maltesers. But I can't do it on my own. Let's meet the guests who are broadening the show's appeal this week. Stephanie Beacham. Tom Allen. And Ferris. The fourth seat is empty. Where can he be? I know he set off on his bike some time ago.
This stunning village is a place of cycling pilgrimage.
Oh, it's Krishnan Guru-Murthy. Come and sit down, Krishnan. Come and sit down. It's Krishnan Guru-Murthy, everyone. Sit down, Krishnan. You're a little bit late there on your bike. Now, Krishnan, it was nice to see your boss, Jon Snow, taking a touching interest in your personal hygiene.
Your butt is shut.
It's shut. Sweet. Very sweet. What was the story behind that?
I interviewed Quentin Tarantino and he got very cross with my line of questioning and he said he was shutting my butt down.
Well, just for the record, I'm opening it back up again. Consider your butt open. But, Krishnan, you recognise that TV legend beside you, that is Stephanie Beacham, of course. Film and television star, Stephanie, welcome.
Thank you.
And I loved you as Sable Colby in the hit US TV shows The Colbys and Dynasty, where you set the fashion world alight back in the 80s. What was it about that fashion that everyone used to go on about?
Big shoulders, tiny waists, and a lot of sequins.
But isn't it awkward, Stephanie, even for a fashion icon like yourself, when you've been out to dinner, you get home, and you've still got your napkin tucked into your trousers? The napkin's still tucked in. We also welcome, of course, Tom Allen from Extra Slice. Yes. Very much. Very much a domestic sister show to the international hit Great British Baking.
Very much so.
But I must say, Tom, it's great to see another bald comedian making a name for himself. Yes!
Yes!
It's a double bald show!
Thank you.
Should we do the double bald head builder's bottom?
Oh, I'd love that.
Come on, why not? Come
okay,
on.
fine.
Let's do the double bald head builder's bottom.
I thought you'd never asked.
Right,
Oh,
there we
okay,
go.
okay.
Oh, dear, I seem to have dropped my spanner. How about that? The double bald head builder's bottom there. I'm sticking that into the fun capsule and I'll kill anyone. They'll all be doing it on the building sites. We welcome another of the nation's favourite actors, Pam Ferris. Yes. Yes. Welcome, Pam, the star of Call the Midwife. 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 A show that deals with childbirth, doesn't it?
But mainly plastic babies.
Don't spoil it for the children.
I'm fully qualified to deliver any baby in any position as long as it's plastic.
A show that always deals with childbirth, which can be a very private process. But you midwives don't half say it as they see it.
Gosh, plenty of room in here.
You haven't just played nurses, though, have you, Pam?
No.
You're one half of a crime-fighting duo.
Yes.
Yes, you played Laura Time against Felicity Kendall's Rosemary Boxer in the show Boxer and Time. No, sorry, Rosemary... Rosemary and Laura. No, Rosemary and Time, that's
Yes,
it, Rosemary
yes.
and Time. How does that show work?
We find a body under a bush and look surprised.
More to it than that. Laura Time was a feisty lady, though, wasn't she?
Oh, feisty's the word.
She wasn't afraid to make her feelings known. Delicious. Delicious. Now, Stephanie Beacham, film legend, and you were also in Dynasty.
Yes.
How was that?
It was fun. It was in the sunshine. It was very good.
Yeah, it was out in America, wasn't it? You filmed it. Tom, I imagine you might be a Dynasty fan, are you?
I don't know what makes you say that, Harry. But, yes, big hair, big shoulders. They're the two things I wish I still had.
I'll never forget the episode where you uttered that immortal line. If us just hihu beside you.
It's just that he was
There were so many men in Sable's life, Stephanie, weren't there?
My favourite man, my husband, Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston, he was slumming it after Ben-Hur a bit, wasn't he?
He never expressed that feeling about it.
He was one of your many love interests, one of the few men who, by blowing into your mouth, was able to get a tune out of you, not dissimilar to a clarinet. May I? Do you mind if I see if I can get a tune out of her? I blew a bit hard. I think I blew a bit hard. Obviously a natural. Just need a bit of practice. Now, Krishnan, you hosted one of my all-time favourite quiz shows, Number One. What was the idea behind that show?
I think that the idea of the show was basically to get from one side of the studio to the other, but I couldn't ever quite work it out. It was a very complicated show, which is why it was never recommissioned.
Was that why it was called Number One, because it only got one series?
I think it might be, yes.
What really drew me into Number One was the format. They do say that the best ideas are the simple ones.
From now on, every time you get a question right, you'll move up. Get a question wrong and you'll move down. I've got 2- and 3-place questions and the crucial number 1 questions, which can transform the game completely by taking you all the way up to that number 1 podium. Keith, because you're at number 1, you can move someone down to the end. Who's your rival?
Murray.
Murray, go down from number 2 all the way down to the end there at number 9. Mike and the rest of you shuffle up a place. Mike, move up to number 1. You're frozen out from answering the next question. Mike, because you're at number 1, who's your rival?
Keith.
Keith, go all the way down from number 2 to the end of the line. The rest of you move up a place.
What's going on? And with that in mind, it's time for our complicated quiz. Complicated, complicated, complicated quiz. Complicated, 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 complicated. Quiz. Yes. By answering a series of questions, you can win points which can be exchanged for goods in the instant sale, which in turn can be traded for cash, which can then be donated to a charity of your choice. So, what do points mean in this instance? Exactly. Right, Krishnan to start. Laughing foxes or barking cockatiel?
Barking cockatiel.
The answer is... It's barking cockatiel. Move up one place.
What do you do?
Move up one place.
Stephanie. Oh. Tap dancing seagull or pig says mama?
Oh, pig says mama.
The answer is...
You say mum. You say mama?
Pig says mama.
Move up one place. Move up one place.
Krishnan, man tries to get rid of rat from toilet or horse playing the piano?
Horse playing the piano.
The answer is... It's man tries to get rat out of the toilet.
Move back one place. Move back one place.
Oh, that way. No, that way.
Harry.
Pam.
Donkey sings with trumpet or policeman falls off Segway?
Donkey sings with trumpet.
The answer is... Donkey sings with trumpet!
Move back one place. Move back one place. Oh, that's all we've got time for. That was our complicated quiz. Complicated quiz. Complicated. No scores this week. Right, time for a break, but before we go, a clip and a question.
What happens next?
What happens next? Find out after the break. Welcome back to Alien Fun Capsule, where I'm joined by Ferris, Tom Allen, Stephanie Beacham, and Krishnan Guru-Murthy. See, on paper, that lineup doesn't work, but in reality, I think you'll agree, it's dynamite. Now, before the break, I showed you a clip and asked you a question.
What happens next?
A little tortoise sucking on a stick. What happens next? Let's find out. Tortoise.
Is that real? Possible?
Can I have a lie down?
Now, Tom Allen from the Bake Off Parasite show, Extra Sluts. Someone said to me, you still live with your mum and dad. That can't be right, surely.
Well, it is actually, Harry, yes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with men in their 30s living with their mothers. I mean, they made a film about that, didn't they? It's called Psycho. But the trouble is, I've kind of made a bit of a career for myself out of talking about living at home with my parents, so now I can never leave.
It's a bit weird, though, isn't it? I mean, a grown man living with your mum and dad. I mean, I moved out of my mum's 8 years ago. And I finally get a lot more freedom round to my aunties. Well, no, it's slightly different, isn't it, the dynamic, because we're more like friends. But there is that frisson, because she looks a bit like your mum, only she's younger, not married to your dad. Auntie! Pam Ferris, we all loved you in Darling Buds of May, along with David Jason, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and that other bloke. What was the story of the Darling Buds of May? What was the story behind that?
It was an incredibly happy, big family in Kent, and they had very high cholesterol and high libidos.
Yes, it told the story of typical farm life in my home county of Kent. Typical farm life. Can you still get your leg up like that, Pam?
Yes, well, yes, actually, I can.
Well, go on then.
Well, Harry, I'm sorry, I'm really rather self-conscious about my legs because they've got a bit big.
Big? What you mean, thick? Or...
No, long. You see, I've always done a lot of stretching exercises and everything, and then I had to use a steroid cream because of a rash, and it just got out of hand.
Oh, come on, let's see him.
No, I'd rather not.
Come on, Pam. You can't dangle that in front of us and not follow through.
Yeah, come on, Pam. Show us your legs.
I can see them. They are very big.
Yes.
Show the world, Pam. There are probably other people suffering like you're suffering. It would be amazing for them to know they're not alone.
Yeah. You're right, Harry. I am probably being selfish, so... Here goes.
So, Pam, that must mean you're actually very tall when you stand up.
Yes, I can show you if you want me to stand up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. You're tall, Pam.
Yeah, well, it's not been easy.
Do us a favour while you're up there. Could you just test the smoke alarm?
Yeah. I can dance a bit if you like.
Well, that would be great. Stephanie,
What do you fancy?
theme tune from Dynasty? You've never stopped working, Stephanie, have you?
No.
From those early films through the Colbys and more recently on this very long series called Coronation Street, where you were the love interest of a very special star of the street, weren't you?
Yes, our Ken.
Ken Barlow. Now, he's had his fair share of amorous encounters over the years, hasn't he? Although these days he does need a few pointers.
Would you untie the bow?
I'd love to.
And then with the pole, just a little shove.
Thank you for having me.
Live from the canals. I know a lot of you are thinking, where's Alan the alien? Well, this series he's taken up residence in a human host. Yeah, we're never sure week to week who he's going to turn up in, but often it's a celebrity who's easy to book. Oh! What are you doing here, Chris?
Well, I was just passing and I had this powerful urge to...
He's choking! Chris, you're all right? It's Alan the alien. This week he's chosen Chris Akabusi as his human host. And the category is... Russia. Russia! Thanks, Chris.
All right! See ya!
The category is Russia, because I believe you have a connection with Russia, Krishnan.
About 6 years ago, you will remember there was a very famous Eurovision Song Contest entry called the Russian Grannies, and they took the world by storm. And I made a record with them, sort of.
You played with them, didn't you?
Yes.
Where was it you played with them?
Well, bizarrely, it was in the London Eye. Don't ask me why, but it just was.
As you do. I'd like to see them tackling something a bit more contemporary, something perhaps by, I don't know, Rita Ora.
Time flies by when the night is young.
Daylight shines on an undisclosed location.
Bloodshot eyes looking for the sun.
Paradise delivered and we call it a vacation. Over the hills and far away, a million miles from LA, anywhere away with you. Fun, little less fun, little less fun. Over me, little me. Take me anywhere, take me anywhere, anywhere away with you. How about that? Come on! That's all from us. My thanks to Stephanie Beacham, Tom Allen, Krishnan Guru-Murthy, and Pam Ferris. If you have any questions, give me a ring. Good night.
Absolutely crazy. Well, there were some amazing performances last week, and I can promise you there's more on the way tonight. Stay there for The Voice Kids coming up next. And in the last in the series, Lord Alan Sugar talks about his eventful life and career when he joins Piers Morgan on Life Stories tonight at 9:35.